Welcome everyone to your intro video for December 17th to the 23rd of 2018. This will be, I'm not going to do all 12 signs like this, like I usually do a recorded video, but it will be an audio tarot upload, and each sign will have their own. But for all of you, there will be access to the audio tarot or recorded videos as private readings, but the phone call option is still not an option just yet. It might open up soon, but not just yet. For the week, here you go. Much love to you, much light. I wish you the best, and have a good one. Welcome, Scorpio, to your love reading for December 17th to the 23rd of 2018. So this week in love, your emotions are very intense. All right. It seems like you might be keeping them to yourself, though. Maybe last week there may have been some expressing it. You may have been revealing a little bit every now and then, but now I feel like there's some kind of restriction because you're not either wanting to be seen by somebody, you're not wanting to see something, or wanting someone to see you in a certain way. So there seems to be a restriction. The Eight of Swords shows up, and that's mental fog. You're thinking about someone in a negative way, or not wanting your partner to feel like you're not at your best if you aren't feeling that way at this time. That could be a perspective, or that could be the reality, depending on what the devil might be for you. It's an energy of some of you where you feel like you are restricted, not being able to free yourself from a marriage or a connection that's not quite healthy. And it's not really healthy if you feel like you're if you feel like you can't walk away from someone or be yourself, and you feel like it's up to the other person to kind of pull you out from a certain place or restriction. It just depends. So I feel like your mind will be moving more towards career, and the emotions that you might be feeling, I feel like they might be so intense that you aren't sure what to do, what to think, what to decide, and how to move forward. So it seems like you might be feeling like you are alone or a single, even if you are around somebody. The person that you're dealing with, though, they, for some reason, it seems this came up for you before. It's like they either want you to be with them, or they want you in a connection with them, but you don't see it as such. Maybe you feel like your partner is doing a little bit better than you, or that could be flipped around as well, and they don't want to see, you don't want to be with that person if you're not feeling as confident as they are in some ways. So the Empress is your response, and it's like some of you could be married. All right, if you are married and you're in a relationship or something, and that might be an issue where you have to completely remove yourself from that kind of scenario, and that's why separation shows up. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon, which could indicate a divorce that's still in the process, or a breakup that's still pending, and you might either live with that person, you're around that person. Some of you could be taking care of a motherly figure, a wife. It just depends. Some of you could be a wife, or have children. That could be an issue. But I feel like there's a desire to connect with somebody in an intimate way as well, but the person has an issue. All right, they even see, and that's why it's so confusing for a lot of you. Might get this, that hey, I tell you that the person wants to connect with you, right, but they don't communicate to you all that much, or they manipulate, and they're not being quite honest, because they're dealing with two different things. I feel you're dealing with somebody who could be, or someone who is constantly, into money. They want the best of everything. If something is, a bit less than someone else, or it might feel a bit cheap, or something is not as expensive, that person, they start to, complain about certain things like that. That could be an issue for some. And that's why you have these energies of the Ten of Swords, Page of Swords showing up, and the Tower, where that person is coming through like that. And if they are manipulating and not being honest with you, and a lot of small talk and no true honest communication, that's going to break you away from that person. They're going to cause an obstacle for themselves because of how intense that's making you feel, and the injustice that's happening with that person. I don't feel like that's fair to you. But to combat all of this, now, yes, the person might come through very manipulative, controlling, doing different things to kind of get under your skin. But the bottom line, it seems to be, for a lot of you, where the Page of Pentacles, that seems to be the antidote, or something that can fix the situation. As you are to either get a new job, move forward in a new career, you are either be able to save, focus on your health, go to school, whatever it might be that you need to do in order for you to kind of change your perspective about why this person might be responding, or why they feel like they can do these things with you because you might allow them to. But where the Two of Pentacles shows up, that's being indecisive about different people. You have a lot of people showing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people showing up here, which could be family members, friends, and people that you might be around, even in a work environment. The King of Swords in reverse is someone who could be an authority figure, but that is has too much power under their belt, or they're very smart and intelligent and able to kind of get you to do what you need to do. So sometimes you might be able to listen to this person because they could be doing this to kind of push you to do better for yourself, or the circumstances that you might be in. That's okay, but they don't have to go about it in that way. I also feel for some of you, you might be dealing with someone who's not being honest about being betrayed by another person. And even if that's the case, they're hiding something from you with a third party. They're not being honest with you, keeping you restricted. You're not able to discern the truth. So then the tower comes through where that person needs to be honest about whatever injustice that might be on the outside. And it could come through from religious factors. It says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So that could be part of the debate, debacle that you find yourself in with that person. Constantly arguing and debating over different beliefs, your morals, and things like that. And then this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. And I feel even though you've been through a lot with a certain person, even though you might feel like you're single right now, some of you might be leaning towards that kind of feeling or vibe, even though if you might not be literally. I feel like there is some intensity there. Be careful with the vices. Be careful of things that kind of disappoint you when you have certain goals, and don't be too down on yourself if you feel like you don't achieve what you really need to this week, because I feel like this is partly due to reevaluation and trying to make sure that you level up or match up with somebody else's expectations of you. And trying to do that, don't compare yourself so much. That's what it seems like for a lot of you out there. And even if this is hiding from guilt or whatever, something that happened in the past, try to forgive yourself, work through it, and hopefully the person that's you're dealing with, that they're honest about how they truly feel for you. So there's an air sign person showing up, could be anyone in general, but I hope the messages did help out in some way. I do send you a lot of love, lots of light to you, tons of healing vibes. I wish you the best, and you can always go to the website, psychicloveheals.com, to schedule something for you. So have a good one.